ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवयां भगवत्य उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा गदामह्यं तदा शिवपदान्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतारुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So reading from Bhagavadam, 6th canto, the prescribed duties of the mankind. So in that we are going through the first chapter, which tells about the history of the life of Ajamila. So I humbly request devotees who would like to recite to raise your hands. यथाज्ञास्तमसा युक्ता उपास्ते व्यक्तम् एव हि नावेद पूर्वम् अपरम् नष्टजन्म स्मृतिस्तथा. Yes, Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। यदाग्नस्तमसा युक्त उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वम् अपरम् नष्ट जन्म स्मृतिस्तथा। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम।
Pranam.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। यथाग्न्यस्तमसा युक्त उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वम् अपरं नष्टजन स्मृतिस्तथा। हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू।
Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। यथाग्नतमसा युक्त उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वमपरं नष्टजन्म स्मृतिस्तथा। हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Usha Daivathi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी।
Pranam.
यथा यज्ञस्तमसयुक्त उपासते व्यक्तमेवाहि न वेद पूर्वम् अपारं नष्ट जन्म स्मृतिस्ततः। थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Prananandini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी।
Pranam.
ओम भगवते वासुदेवाय। यथा अज्ञस्तमसा युक्तः उपास्ते युक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वम् अपरं नष्ट जन्म स्मृति तथा। हरे कृष्ण माताजी, थैंक यू माताजी।
Madhumati Vilasini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी।
Pranam.
यथाज्ञस्तमसा युक्त उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वं परं नष्ट जन्म स्मृति तथा। थैंक यू माताजी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Mataji. Uttama Padma Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। यथा अज्ञातमसा युक्तः उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वपरं नष्ट जन्म नष्ट न वेद पूर्वपरं नष्ट जन्म स्मृतिस्तथा। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Mataji. Leena Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavat pranams, Mataji.
यथज्ञस्तमसा युक्ता उपासते व्यक्तम् एव हि न वेद पूर्वम् अपरं नष्टजन्मा स्मृतिस्तथा. Thank you, Mataji.
Suramya Madhavi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी दंडवत प्रणाम
Dandavat pranams.
यथा अज्ञस्तमसा युक्त उपास्ते व्यक्तमेव हि न वेद पूर्वम् अपरं नष्ट जन्म स्मृतिस्तथा हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Synonyms. Yatha, just as. Ajnaha, an ignorant living being. Tamasa, in sleep. Yuktaha, engaged. Upaste, acts according to. Vyaktam, a body manifested in a dream. Eva, certainly. Hai, indeed. Na Veda, does not know. Purvam, the past body. Aparam, the next body. Nashta, lost. Janna Smriti, the remembrance of birth. Tatha, similarly. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As a sleeping person acts according to the body manifested in his dreams and accepts it to be himself, so one identifies with his present body, which acquired because of his past religious or irreligious actions, and is unable to know his past or future lives. Purport. A man engages in sinful activities because he does not know what he did in his past life to get his present materially contaminated body. Wonderful sentence it is, which is subject to the threefold miseries. As stated by Rishabdeva in Srimad Bhagavadam 5.5.4, Nunam pramatta kurute vikramaha. A human being who is mad after sense gratification does not hesitate to act sinfully. Ye indriya priyate apranoti. He performs sinful action simply for sense gratification. Na sadhu manye. That is not good. Yatha atmano ayam asan api kleshada asha deha. Because of such sinful actions, one receives another body in which to suffer as he is suffering in his present body because of his past sinful activities. It should be understood that a person who does not have Vedic knowledge always acts in ignorance of what he has done in the past, what he is doing at the present, and how he will suffer in the future. He is completely in darkness. Therefore, the Vedic injunction is tamasima. Don't remain in the darkness. Jyotir Ghama. Try to go to the light. The light or the illumination is Vedic knowledge, which one can understand when he is elevated to the mode of goodness or when he transcends the mode of goodness by engaging in the devotional service to the spiritual master and the Supreme Lord. This describes the Sveteshwara Upanishad, sloka number 6.23. Yashya deva para bhaktir yatha deva tatha guru tashyeti katitārha artāha prakashante mahatmanaha. Unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master, all the imports of Vedic knowledge are automatically revealed. The Vedas enjoin tat vijñātam sagurum eva vigacchati. So one must approach a spiritual master who has full knowledge of the Vedas and be faithfully directed by him in order to become a devotee of the Lord. Then the knowledge of the Vedas will be revealed. When the Vedic knowledge is revealed, one need no longer remain in the darkness of material nature. According to his association with the material modes, that is goodness, fashion, and ignorance, a living entity gets a particular type of body. The example of one who associates with the mode of goodness is a qualified Brahmana. Such a Brahmana knows past, present, and future because he consults the Vedic literature and sees through the eyes of Shastra Shakshu. How can understand what his past life was, why be in the present body, and how he can obtain liberation from the clutches of Maya and not accept another material body. This is all possible when one is situated in the mode of goodness. Generally, however, the living entities are engrossed in the mode of fashion and ignorance. In any case, one receives an inferior or superior at the discretion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Paramatma, as stated in the previous verse, Manasaiva Puredheva Purva Rupam Vipashyati Anuni Anuminamshate Apurvam Manasha Bhagavan Aja. Everything depends on Bhagavan, Aja, and the unborn. Why does not one please Bhagavan to receive the better body? The answer is Ajnana Tamasa, because of gross ignorance. One who is in complete darkness cannot know what his past life was and what his next life will be. He is simply interested in his present body. Even though he has a human body, a person in the mode of ignorance and interested only in his present body is like an animal. For an animal, being covered by ignorance, thinks that the ultimate goal of life and happiness is to eat as much as possible. A human being must be educated to understand the past life and how he can endeavor for a better life in future. There is even a book called as Brihu Samhita, which reveals information about one's past, present and future lives according to astrological calculation. Somehow the other, one must be enlightened about his past, present and future. One who is interested only in his present body and who tries to enjoy his senses to the fullest extent is understood to be engrossed in the mode of ignorance. His future is very, very dark. Indeed, the future is always dark for one who is grossly covered by ignorance. Especially in this age, human society is covered by the mode of ignorance, and therefore everyone thinks his present body to be everything without consideration of the past or future. So wonderful purport actually. So it is a continuation of the previous sloka. Manasai, I think yesterday Mataji took. Manasai Pure Deva Purva Rupam Vipashyati Anumimam Shmate Apurvam Manasha Bhagavan Aja. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead being unborn. Okay, the Yamaraja is also as good as Lord Brahma. I think yesterday Mataji gave very nice because the profile only is different. Here Brahma is creating, and then after the living entity leaves this body, the sinful person will certainly reach to the Yamaloka only. So the different that is aspects of the life of the living entity is being taken care by both Brahma and the Yamaraja. So here one thing we have to see here, it's full of the this purport and translation or dealing with only the sense gratification part. So because of the sense gratification only, a person is prone to do the mistakes or they will be cheating the people, and then they'll be in the Maya. The 4 defects we have already studied in multiple places. So we have the cheating propensity, we are prone to do the mistakes, our senses are imperfect, and we are in the illusion. Because of all these 4, we are thinking that the present is the body, and we are not going and checking for who am I. Even though the human beings have the 6th sense, they won't utilize actually. We are in the gross ignorance, and hence the suffering is because of our own actions. So we'll be always coming back again. So here, like a dream. So we also have, when we sleep in the night, it is as good as like a dead body only we are. Correct now? So when we sleep, there also some of the situations, or some people will have the horror movie also. Correct now? So they even though after we wake up, we may forget everything. That means maybe 1 or 2 scenes we will be, if we are too much involved, we will be able to get the some of the situations which you have dreamt actually. So otherwise, after waking up, we'll totally forget. When we sleep, whatever actions we perform in the day-to-day activities also we will forget. So here the only with the situations only we are feeling actually. So then it's like the human life also is like that only. For example, in the sloka, in the second chapter, I think 2.20, we have a sloka like, for a soul there is neither na jayate mriyate va kadachin nyayam bhutva bhavitava bhuyah ajo nitya shashvato ayam purano na hanyate hanyamana sharire. So for the soul, there is neither birth or death at any time. Only the body will be changing. Yes, not come into being, or does not come into being, and he will not be come into being. That means he is always available. Only the body is coming, and then the body is going actually. So this matter is, which is made of the 24 elements, is that is both the stool, that is a gross and subtle body, both comes and goes actually. So the shuttle body is always with the Atma, wherein that only defines what type of body we are going to get in the next. Because it carries all the, that is the mind, intelligence, and the false ego is there along with the Atma. That defines what type of body we will be getting in the next life. So here when one should understand what action he is performing on the day-to-day activities. Here, very nice. As a sleeping person, here the dream, it is about the dream mostly. It has been spoken here. As a sleeping person acts according to the body manifested in his dreams. So he thinks that he is present there, and he is able to feel also. Sometimes the painful situations in the dream we may get shocked, and then we may get up also, because he always actually in his dreams also is getting his accept to the body manifested in his dream and accepts to be himself. So he is accepting to be the himself. So one identifies with his present body. So we always will be actually identifying ourselves with the body. That much we are grossly, that is engrossed in this material world. Because of that, we feel the pain and the enjoyment, which are being the temporary here. It's like Sidoshna Sukha Dukkha. So it is like that. We always think we are suffering. We always think we are enjoying. But neither the suffering nor the enjoyment is a permanent thing here. Only the spiritual activities, that is the enjoyment or happiness due to the spiritual activities, will be there always. Whereas the happiness due to the material activities will always be like a temporary here. It will come and go like that, like how the seasonal changes happens. We also will feel day-to-day activities only. 1 hour before we would have had a suffering, and then some resolution comes, means we'll be little bit relaxed, and after some time we may be enjoying, and then we'll be having some feast or something, and then the next day we'll not have the same enjoyment. It's like a rotation only. So all these things, because if we are oneself so much attached to this present world enjoyment or the distress, it is on the bodily platform. So one must go beyond that, and then he should think who is. So the intelligence is given for that only. If a person is not striving for why the suffering is, and then who am I, why am I acting, and then all those things, the questions are not arising for them, then obviously he is prepared to get the next life with either that is this material life only, but based on his doings, he may get the animal life or a human life also. It is based on the whatever actions he has performed. So one identifies with his present body, which he acquired because of the past. See here, both pious and impious. So we don't know what pious things we have done, what impious things we have done. If we are able to discriminate, at least we'll be able to strive for that is not to get the another body in this life, in this world. So, and is unable to know his past or future lives. So here that, like how when we dream, we are not able to recollect. We are not able to recollect our past life also. So, and then the present life we are acting, and in future life what we will be, that also we cannot predict. So in the purport, a man engages in sinful activities because he does not know what he did in the past life to get this current present material conditional body. So what we have done, we don't know to get this body here. And then we have come back here, which is subjected to the threefold miseries. So we are all under the control of threefold, that is Adhyatmik, Adidevik and Adi Bhautik. So very wonderful. Noonam Pramattame. So that means we are Pramatta means actually it is a madness actually. So we are always, the human being is mad after the sense gratification, does not hesitate to act sinfully. Very nicely it has been told in this sloka by Rishabdeva in his teachings to his sons actually. So for example, if we take that is a person indulged in that is theft, okay, he will be at one point of time the police will catch hold of that person, and then he will be put into the jail, and then he will get punishment. And even after getting punishment also, why he is getting punished if he is not realizing for what action he has done, and then whether that action is the accepted action in this, that is according to his own consciousness only, is it the accepted thing what he has to continue in future. Until otherwise he realizes, he will not be able to come out of the action whatever he is performing. He will be continue to do the that is snatch the somebody's property or somebody's wealth, all those things he will continue to do. So until otherwise the person realizes he has done the mistake, and then he has taken somebody's possession, and then for that only he is getting punished, and then why we need to undergo this punishment. So he will not stop this. Why he actually takes other people property or something? Because to give the enjoyment for his senses only. So you want to enjoy, you want to eat, sleep, everything. So that's the reason, without any effort or without any ethical way of things, he is trying to earn that actually. So he is not realizing what way he is earning, and whether it is as per the Shastric things, whatever we are doing, right or wrong. So our intelligence has been given for that discrimination. If a human being is not able to understand this and he is not doing the discrimination, then he is as good as an animal. Our Acharya tells a very strong verdict in one of his lectures. Yes, if he is not discriminating, he is as good as animal. He is animal only. That's why we human beings are represented as a two-leg animal also. Generally, animals have four legs. So, but here we are called as a two-leg animal if we are not discriminating what is right and what is wrong, what action we have to perform, what action we should not do, because all actions are culminating into the reactions actually, whether it may be pious or impious. So we have to enjoy and suffer actually for whatever actions we have performed. Sna shadu manni, that is not good. Yatha manyo ayam asan api kleshada asha deha. That is because of the sinful actions, one receives another body in which to suffer as he is suffering in the present body because of his past sinful activities. So this one part we are not at all realizing. We have come here, we have taken this body, and then day-to-day activities we are suffering here. So why we are suffering? We are never gone and introspect actually. Adato Brahma Jignasa. We have never done. That is the first Vedanta Sutra. We must actually have to check in actually. If we are not checking in, obviously we'll be continuously falling down here, and we'll continuously will do the sinful activities, and then again we have to come back here. It should be understood that a person does not have Vedic knowledge or always acts in ignorance. Yes. One person at least striving for understanding the Vedic knowledge or want to learn, and then they want to follow, at least he will be getting prepared for the clearance from the sinful activities. If a person is not striving for that also means obviously he will be continuously doing the sinful activities. Whatever he does is the right. So that's that is a Tarak mantra that person will be having, and then even though there will be debate also, that person will be speaking whatever action he has done is the right. This is how we have seen with the interaction with the other people. Whereas a Vedic person, so we have been pausing for the past 4 to 5 years in this online classes. So very beginning when we have joined the Bhagavad Gita class, and then we are so interested and then inclined, and then we came to know many things. But within a day we are not able to have it, but slowly we acquire the knowledge. And then any action we are performing, we always think where we are, whether we are doing right, or is there anything impacting to the others, or whatever action we are performing is as per the shastras or not. So like that, that's how the realization will start. So how the realization for a person will start? When he does the jignasha. If a person is not doing jignasha, obviously he will be working in a blind manner. So here, and for that he needs what? Guru. So one has to search for the Guru, and Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So one must approach a spiritual master, and then serving him submissively and listening him attentively. Actually, he will get the right path. The Guru will show the right path, and then he has to follow that actually. So here in Seteshwar Upanishad, that's what Yatha Deva Tatha Guru. Very nice verse actually. So we have to follow the authentic disciplic succession, the spiritual master, because he is following his own Guru like that, the parampara, and then from the Supreme Lord. So we need to import that knowledge from the Guru. So unto those great souls who have implicit faith, that means one must have faith in both God and the spiritual master. Both important, but the surrenderness will start from to the obeisance to the Guru. So Guru will actually, he is the person who is the media who connects us to the Supreme Lord. So if we are not surrendered to Guru, obviously, how much ever we pray to the Supreme Lord, it will not go successful, because we are not knowing the true value of the Guru, and then we have to follow the principles, whatever it has been guided by the spiritual master, because he is a Tattvadashi. Correct now? He has followed and he has understood, and then his guidance will tell the true actions one has to perform to lead a better future. All the imports of the Vedic knowledge are automatically revealed. So what is that boon actually? We are getting benediction here. If great souls, unto those great souls who have implicit, that means inclusive faith, that means he is totally surrendered to the Lord and the spiritual master. So all the imports of Vedic knowledge, that means Vedanta, Sharamsa, the essence of the Vedas will get imported to us. Automatically it will be revealed inside. Vedas enjoin Tad Vijñātam Shagurum Eva Bigacchati. So one must approach the spiritual master who has full of knowledge of Vedas and be faithfully directed by him in order to become a devotee of the Lord. So the reason is we are seeing the Lord, Supreme Lord, in the form of, he is the representative. Guru is the representative of the Supreme Lord. And then through him we are actually getting the guidance. So, and we are getting connected to the Supreme Lord. So one must do that actually. Shastra Shakshu. So this is very, very nice phrase actually. According to the association of the material modes, we are all into the material modes only. As we are, anyone who has taken birth in this material world under the spell of this Maya, governed by these three modes, that is goodness, fashion, and ignorance. Goodness also binds us. So we need to enhance ourselves to the Suddha Sattva platform. That is going beyond the three modes. That only will elevate the person, and then so that they will not be the spiritual master and the Supreme Lord actually benediction. They receive the benediction from them, and then they can have a better future life. That means they can go back to the Godhead and continue their seva to the Supreme Personality of Godhead there. So one must actually see the Shastra, eyes of Shastra. So whatever action he is performing, he has to walk through the eyes of the Shastra. That is Shastra Shakshu. We have to understand that. And we'll receive that knowledge once we are surrendered to both the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Guru. So that is very, very important. So here we need to get out of this material world, that is the primary duty of any living entity. Otherwise, we'll be receiving the same gross body. It may be human form or a animal form based on our actions, and then we have to suffer here. So here, Atma is the unborn. So we are all part and parcel of the unborn, that is the Aja, Bhagavan, and we are also unborn. That part we have to understand. When we are identifying based on the platform of the material body, obviously our suffering or the enjoyment will be temporary. So this thing, especially in this age of, in this Kali Yuga, human society is covered by the mode of ignorance. We are majorly in the mode of ignorance and passion, and sattva is also very, very less. And therefore, everyone thinks that is present body to be everything. So that's why we always act with the present situation and present body and present body's expectations. So accordingly, our actions will lead to the reactions which may be pious or impious, without consideration of the past and future. That means why we have come here, that is because of the outcome of the past life that we have forgotten. And whatever action we are performing now, it will lead to the future life, future body, that also we are not thinking. So we need to think about what is the mitigation. So mitigation is performing the devotional service under the guidelines of the spiritual master, and then without any expectations on the current actions, submitting everything to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That will help us to get out of this material world. Now, what is that? 2.97 sloka. I'm not able to recollect suddenly. Yet karoshi, yet ashnashi. So one must act. Krishna has told Arjuna to act like that. Everything, whatever you are doing, whatever you are creating, whatever you are eating, okay, any action, whatever charity you are doing, everything you do as an offering to me. So if one follows that principle, obviously he will be able to elevate in the current thing only, current body only. So this I stop here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandot pranams, Prabhuji. Madhumati Mataji, you are hand raised actually. I don't know.
No, Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, like I forgot to hand down, so.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is nice session, Mataji. Like it's an explained version, and we are thinking like we are completely into it. I think so because last two, 3 verses is like very deep in understanding.
Yes.
So, and Yamraj's position is very much clear now, and the word Anumimanste means like we have to think about it like every time Prabhupada has given importance to this word, Mataji.
Yes, his lecture was very, very strong. He told we are animals actually. If we are not realizing why we are here and if we are not doing jignasa, so obviously we are animals actually. He told very.
And Mataji, like so much we are reading, but implementation part we are not doing, so it's a completely waste, Mataji. So
Yeah. So for that
it's very difficult.
we have to pray
Yeah.
to Guru Maharaj actually. Do pray to Guru Maharaj, 100% you will get the path. We won't be able to do 100%, but at least you can try out actually. Yes. Prakash
Yes.
Rao.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Right.
Mataji, in the earlier days, that Vedic knowledge, he says that about this Bhash, the purport, Vedic knowledge is a must.
Yes.
But this Kali Yuga, it is not, it is very difficult rather to say. So, this Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of Vedic knowledge.
Yes, yes.
That way we can take it and we can
Yes.
learn something with the Bhagavatam.
100% all Vedas, no one can read.
Yeah. Yes.
Correct, na? So we should have that Shravanam to hear at
Yeah.
least. So that will make us
Mm.
that path. If you are not at all ready to hear, means that is total ignorance. Correct?
Yes,
You
yes.
cannot, nothing can be helpful for them. So we need to understand that. So no one will be perfect in Vedas.
Yeah.
Because that is the quality of the people in the Kali Yuga. and we cannot. I think in the Bhagavadam third chapter, third canto, I think
Mm.
there was a Nandishvara that is curse, wherein the
Yes. Fourth chapter it is coming.
whole
That's
chapter.
Yagnam. Yeah.
Only no one is well versed, and all the whatever
There.
Vedas are not powerful.
Yeah.
Whatever we chant is not powerful. But when you are chanting with a lot of affection, that's why Mahamantra is given. We cannot do everything. The simple one is Mahamantra, wherein our Acharya has given. So he is realized, he is a realized soul, and then he has given to us a boon. So we should utilize that at least. Slowly, if you are only focusing on that mantra and then you are reciting, so that will help to know, understand even more. The realizations will come, and then we can progress in that path, Prabhuji. So
Yes, Mataji.
that is the only solution for us. We
Yes.
can read everything. We are not scholarly people, and then only thing like Prabhupada has told, na, we are not good in pronunciation, but we are a very good renunciation we can do. His disciples are very good renouncers, and not a pronunciation is not good. Like that only we fall under that category only. So we need to worry about the full Vedic knowledge and all, but at least we need to understand whatever we have heard. If you are able to visualize in that mode, and our actions will tell, at least we can decide what type of action we can perform for that situation. That is very important. Sometimes we react, and then sometimes ambiguously we act, and then we whatever the consequence also we will not know. Like that we act. Still, how much we hear also, how many times we read also, we do that type of things, because the basic ignorance it should be removed from our heart. Correct, na? So that is the problem with us. We are still identifying on the bodily platform. That is the biggest ignorance we are seeing here. So we should get out of that mode. So we should we should move into the platform of the soul. Then we will realize what action we have to perform, what action we should not. All those things we can think about that. Until we are on the bodily platform, it's a gross platform, nothing. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Nice explanation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vanchakalpadarubyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all for joining the morning